Chat, YouTube, it's time for Esper Ring. Now, this is very similarly modeled to the old blue-black control decks that were just trying to play a Shieldred with a ring, 4-drop ring, 4-drop Shelly, draw a bunch of cards, gain a bunch of life. You got some free spells in here, you got your 3 copies of Subtlety in here, you got your 2 Force Negations, you got your 1 MDFC and Sink into Stupor. You got 4 counter spells as your main source of interaction. We got Consuming Corruption. And pretty much every land in the deck is a swamp except for this Manamo, the Sink into Stupor, and the basic island. Everything else is a swamp. We have Urborg to turn Manamo, Island, and Sink into Stupor into swamps as is. We also have 1 copy of Rafine's Tower to go with our Teferis. Teferi's just mostly here to bounce back Ring and make you good against the blue-black mirror. Stops Bowmasters and whatnot. We're actually not playing Bowmasters of our own, which is kind of interesting. I expected this deck to want to have Bowmasters, but instead we're just playing 2 copies of Snapcaster Mage to go with our Fatal Pushes, our Spell Snares, and our Spell Pierce. You can also obviously snap Counterspell, snap Force, snap Toxic Deluge, snap whatever you want, snap Consuming Corruption. And of course, this deck is built around Psychic Frog, the best blue-black 2-drop ever printed, arguably. Very good card. We're just trying to, establish early Frog, Ring, draw a bunch of cards, discard our extra cards to Frog, give it flying. No copies of Murktide in this list either, notably. Even though Murktide's a very good card with Frog, we're electing not to play because I think Murktide's a little bit anemic right now. Mana base-wise, like I said, everything's swamps. You got the 2 Undercity Sewers, Fetches and Shocks, 4 Watery Graves among that because you want to maximize your Consuming Corruption life gain. Sideboard-wise, we have a small White Splash, so we get to play a couple copies of Celestial Purge for the Mono Blacklist. We have 4 Consignment Memories for the Eldrazi matchup, along with 2 Break the Ice. We have an additional copy of Stern Scolding for the Bowmaster matchups, an additional Spell Snare for the Bowmaster matchups, 1 Force Negation for the Eldrazi decks and the unfair stuff. I don't know why this one's not old border and these 2 are, but hey, we roll. 1 copy of Surgical for the Goryo's matchup, 1 Cling to Dust for the Goryo's matchup as well, additional Toxic Deluge and a Damnation for a couple more Sweepers. Volcanic Fallout, it's your time. Mulligan. Hand's okay. I'm gonna put back this Force Negation. Might be wrong. Maybe I'm supposed to put back one of the 2 removal spells. Let's play tap land and pass here. There's Thundering Falls. Put Force Negation in the graveyard. Fetch land, go. Go to Delta. I guess gotta end up surveilling. Is this Zoo? What's going on? I'll place Force Negation plus Triumphs. It might just be 4-color. I don't think we have a great 4-color matchup. Let's actually get the tower here. What's up, Penta? It's me, Dingo Hayo. Dingo Hayo gozaimasu. Elegant Parlor. Yeah, it's gotta be 4-color, right? Only 4-color plays as many surveil lands. I don't know if they're on the Counterspell variant, but they did fetch 2 blue lands in a row, so I kind of want to be a little bit cautious of Counterspell. Or at least Ley Line Binding for that matter, so I think I'm just going to play Marsh Flats and pass. That way I can push an Omnath if need be. I don't have enough swamps for Consuming Corruption to kill Omnath quite yet, because it deals X, where X is the number of swamps you control. Currently have 3 swamps, I need to get a 4th out here to be able to Consuming Corruption Omnath. This could just be Jeskai control also, splashing for binding. That's probably actually what it is Jeskai control splashing for binding. And not dedicated 4-color. What's up, Loquacious? I don't hate a Spell Pierce here. I've seen better, but I don't hate a Spell Pierce. This ring is going to be my lifeblood, so I'm going to wait a while before committing anything. I think holding onto this ring and making sure it resolves is going to be super important. Resolve, ring, resolve. Monumental Henge. I think I've lost. I've lost this Monumental Henge just on its own. A premature concession, maybe. I am gonna get buried by that Monumental Henge. Also have so many dead cards in the matchup between the Consuming Corruptions and the Fatal Pushes. I think an extra Spell Snare could be valuable for Counterspell. Let's take the Surgical for the Phalanges as well. I'm short 3 cards. It could be Consign. Let's take a Claim the Dust and a couple Consigns for Ring. Read Narski over the weekend with Mardu. He beat a Nadu player 2-0 in 25 minutes, and he asked, could he test a brew in the meantime? And he pulled out Buried Alive Phoenix. His brew was stock Esper. Oh, you said sure, and pulled out Buried Alive Phoenix. His brew was stock Esper Gorios. Yeah, we're trying out Esper Control. So far, not so good. Jeskai looking like the better control deck of choice. Kind of kept a bad hand in the matchup, though. Having both Push and Consuming Corruption. Not the greatest. Let's grab Rafine's Tower. So the stipulation for MTGO Masters is that Nadu's banned and you can't reuse any cards that you played. Any. So, like, I registered Sacred Foundry. I can't play Sacred Foundry again. I can't play Ring again. I can't play Flage again. It's gonna be a little tough. Like, next week, I definitely have to register, like, Mono Black Necro and then something else. Yeah, same with fetches. Like, I can't register Arid Mesa again. And maybe I play Blue-Black Murktide. Ugh. Gross. Can't believe that was a sentence I just said, uttered. What's up, Gidra? How do my man? Fish? It's not a bad idea. Fish and Necro. I don't hate it. Yeah, all is well, Kurt Bros. Today went pretty well for Modern Super League. As well as it could have gone. I think if they fight over this, I'm just gonna let it happen. I mean, I could... Nah, I'm gonna fight back. They could untap, play Ring. If they untap, play Ring, I get to play Teferi and then bounce it and consign it, so that's probably okay. Unless they're gonna make me discard cards because they're gonna bolt it. This might be wrong. Fighting this hard over a frog. Okay. This is kind of awkward. Let's try to stick to Fairy. Force, pitching, force. You got it. Music's super quiet for me. Had it turned up a wee bit. There's the Monumental Henge again, which is very annoying. Monumental Henge. They won the flip. It's doomed. It's a wrap. I gotta consign my own ring here. That's not awesome news. I am down all the cards. I just have a Celestial Purge. I think the best control deck might be on the other side of the table, chat. Yeah, a little bit of hope. Hey, Camel, thank you for the Prime to 14 months. Just draw my Flage. I'm working on it. Promise. Would love to draw a Flage. Snap, nothing relevant. I mean, that's not nothing relevant. Those are certainly cards. I'm just gonna lose this Monumental Henge though. Monumental Henge is crazy in the control mirror. I should be playing one. If I wasn't playing all these Consuming Corruptions instead. A Snap Ring. If only. Well, they've activated Monumental Henge twice and got nothing. Swinging a hit. They find a Flage. Not playing the Flage though. Please, I'm just getting buried. Buried by Monumental Henge value. The One Ring. Yep, Flage. I don't feel like subtletying it is as good as just casting Celestial Purge. I would love to surgically extract this thing. However, I don't get that luxury. So I'm just gonna Celestial Purge it. I guess I could subtlety it, and then if they top it, they're just gonna kill my subtlety with it. Oh, I didn't mean to let it attack. I'm sorry. That was an accident. I guess I'll take 3 points of damage for no reason. Getting used to the laptop again. Spell's there. Oh, I guess I got a snap counterspell. Did they mess up the evoke order? I wasn't paying attention. If they stacked in the, assuming they stacked in the right order, I had no way of doing it. They might have stacked in the wrong order. I definitely should have let them attack me either way. That was really bad. I just hit the button one too many times. Not that I think this matters too much, because I'm getting absolutely smothered by this Monumental Henge. And they're at 24. Yeah, my Death Shadows are stronger now, which is always a benefit. Yeah, where's my Uro? Soul Tie Control? Eh? They're not playing anything. Maybe I just want to activate Monumental Henge again. Gal? Eh. I can't really do much about that. That's just fine. Activates the Henge. You got it. Finds another ring. If I can, like, counter a ring and then surgical it, that'd be ideal. And I can, like, clean the dust to Flage. Counter spell. I might just cast another one before I get the surgical it, though. Would be bad. Fights back. I guess I gotta cling something for card draw and hope to find something relevant, because they could pay for Spell Pierce right now. Frog. Alright, I'm just gonna scoop. This matchup seems awful. Not that I played it well, but Monumental Henge is devastating. I think if it weren't for Monumental Henge, then maybe we could have gotten somewhere, but they're just up so many resources compared to us. Happy to let that match go and go on to the next one. 10's good. How'd you feel if you lost to Nadu in a close game at an RCQ? I'd be fine with it. It's just like when I lose to Nadu in a challenge, I'm like, fake deck will be banned soon. And then you shrug it off, you know? Imagine they don't ban Nadu. That'd be the craziest timeline. I think this is Mardu energy. Alright, let's get Watery Grave, Shock, Push. This hand is like what I want to see with this deck. This hand looks great. Just gets to curve out Counterspell into Teferi. Do I counter Scatter Souls? Yeah, I think I counter Scatter Souls. Maybe I don't need to because I have Teferi bounce. Ocelot. Well, this is just great. Future J-Dub still loves Dingo. Future Dingo hates Dingo, though. Galv's the Tef, and then maybe replays Ocelot. I think if the plays just replay Ocelot and just jam this ring, it's gonna start drawing. I mean, I could kill it. It depends on what I draw, I guess. If I draw a Counterspell, I drew another ring. Alright, I'm gonna jam a ring. Ring, 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 ring. $100. Give me protection. Counterspell. Alright, now we get to go Consuming Corruption plus Counterspell. Seems good. An auto reset of the format. They ban Ring, Nadu, Grief, Ren and 6 Triumph, Soul Cauldron, and Leyline of the Guild Pact. Yeah, I don't know about all that. I don't know about Leyline of the Guild Pact in 2024. Or Triumphs, or Ren and 6. Aether Hub. Format Crusher, Ren and 6. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. That's fine. I got another ring where that came from. Agony. I think I just play second ring here. Try to hit land drop. Does 2 damage to Planeswalker? Wow, it does. Neat. An Urborg off the top? You gotta just accept that a lot of those cards that were good back then aren't good anymore. Like Ren, like Soul Cauldron. Soul Cauldron just got straight up power crept by Nightmare. Which I think is cool. Because Nightmare's a better card. No swings. If I can double Consuming Corruption this turn, that'd be huge. I don't really feel comfortable running out the Shelly into this board. So if I run out the Shelly into this board and they have... Oh wow, we hit the Urborg. Wow. I might have Bowl or something. Maybe I should have targeted Ocelot. This is all fine. I think I did this wrong though, because I could have played around this. I mean, I'm still playing around it, but I could have made it a lot easier for myself. I think I could have left up like hard counterspell as well. Plus 1 card on top. Wonder what that is. Go back up to 16. Yo, Consuming Corruption's kind of sweet. I wonder if it's better than just like straight blue-black, not splashing white. I think if you're playing for Consuming Corruption, maybe you don't need Teferi. Yeah, it's a sweet card when you have Urborg, right? For sure. Most definitely. Ob. I think I'm forcing 1 Ob for sure. I'm gonna force the original. Pitching Spell Pierce, and I could play Shelly, draw Minamo, draw some more. Assuming hit land drop. I will lose 2 life. Buys Giganta. Doesn't buy Giganta. Jaggy, I'm gonna tell them Jaggy misses you. Shelly. My opponent said sorry, Moose. I'm no financial advisor, Stokey, so whatever you do, you gotta do it at your own risk. Just believe in yourself. At 80 tickets, probably not. Yeah, it is only like 2 weeks away, so you might just want to wait. We drew a few cards. We drew a couple cards. Not too crazy. 2 subtleties and a force negation. Seems good. I kind of thought this list would do super well against the energy lists, which is why I wanted to play it today. And also because I need another list for MTGO Masters coming up. I will lose 2 life. Hi, bunny. Scoop. Got Toxic Deluge, Damnation. I think Surgical's probably okay as a one of, and then Spell Snare, Stern Scolding, Celestial Purge. I don't think I want Teferi in this matchup. I also don't think I want Force Negation. Force Negation might come in clutch here and there, but overall, I don't think it's good enough. Especially since they're not playing Blood Moon. If they were playing Blood Moon, I think I'd leave in Force Negation. Scariest thing they could play is probably Ring of Their Own. I gotta cut 3 more cards, and I don't know what those 3 are. Maybe Snappy. And 1 Subtlety. Maybe Overboarding. Yeah, I guess I don't want Pierce, right? Take the Subtlety back. Subtlety's pretty good in the matchup. This hand's okay. Mostly because of this Urborg. It doesn't let me cast Counterspell, but I think this is a keep anyways. Go turn 1 Survey Land, turn 2 Consuming Corruption, turn 3 Deluge if I hit land. There's a lot of sweepers in this hand. Some life gain. It's good against everything except for like Obnixilis. Alright, we did hit our land drop, so still gonna go on the Survey Land plan. When's Lantern Control? Oh, so that's the neat part, Timmy. I was gonna play Lantern Control during the Apex team event without telling anybody. But now, because you asked, I'm not gonna do it. Consuming Corruption does have a good art. Yeah, I'm respecting Doom's privacy and, letting him get his stuff figured out. So, would prefer not to talk about it too much. I wish him the best. I'm gonna bend the Spell Snare. Hey, what's up, Burn? Long time no see. I think I want to leave a Counterspell here. My opponent said the Spell Snare was a turn too late. It was indeed a turn too late. Well, a Spell Snare and then just Toxic Deluge and try to stabilize from there. Or sorry, Counterspell, not Spell Snare. Supposed to kick him while he's down. I like Doom. Is this now Spell Bomb? Not Counterspell worthy. I can get Basic Island. Goddess Souls. It's gonna be a sweet deluge. Yeah, I think I'm gonna fetch Basic Island here. Just play around Blood Moon a little bit. I mean, fetching Basic Island doesn't actually do anything for me in terms of playing around Blood Moon, but that's alright. Been playing card games for like almost 20 years now. I don't have any tilt left in me. Cracks the Marsh Flats. Godless Shrine. I gotta just tap that with Urborg. Wonder if it's worth fetching and shocking for them. Red, white. Roger? Roger. Alright, I think the plan is like ring it, and then if they ever bring back this Flage, then either counterspell or Celestial Purge it. Spooky. Spell Bomb. Spooky, scary Spell Bombington. But the last thing I'm gonna say is like everybody makes mistakes, you know? We're all human. If you choose to learn and grow from it, more power. But yeah, I'd prefer not to talk about it. It's gonna Flage. Roger. Kinda scary because I had a fetch shock. This Marsh Flats. I want a Celestial Purge it. I'm going down to 7. Going down to not very much life. I'm gonna be in bolt range after this. That's scary. Yeah, that's pretty much all the purge is for. And base is a little tough. That's the price you pay for consuming corruption, though. As consuming corruption could be very good here. If they don't play a threat, I might die to my own ring. That was kind of scary. I mean, I think I let it resolve because it's a consuming corruption rod. Oh, is this Knob? Oh, I'm buying Giganta. I thought that was Knob for sure. I was like, oh, I might be in trouble if that's Knob. I can safely draw with ring here. Ooh, a Shelly. Ooh, piece of Shelly. Alright, let's play Shelly, hold up counterspell / consuming corruption. If they bolt me, I'm going to consuming corruption. This is Johnny. Push. I think that one I just counterspell. I already played my land for the turn, so I think I'm just going to discard and discarding a land here. If they hasty Giganta, I have the subtlety for it. If they flip this Johnny with Obnixilis and dome me, I think I might just die. Here's to not dying. I like living. Please. Subtlety. Got the Hasty Moose. No problem. Most of these control decks are big Sag if Ring gets banned. They're gonna have such a hard time keeping up with this. Like, this control list in particular, I think, specifically feeds on energy. At least that's the thought. But Giganta on the bottom. Oh, Shimata. Well, I think this one's Jover. Consuming Corruption, I'm at 22. Consuming Corruption, I'm at 29. Just for good measure. Push. I definitely didn't need to cast Push. Consuming Corruption needs to go. Yeah, you're probably right. They should just ban every single life gain card instead of... Oh, it was the Frog that did it, huh? Frog nasty, my opponent says. GG's. This is the problem with the Consuming Corruption mana base. I have Oops all blue cards and then Consuming Corruption. I think I just need a mulligan. 10's better. The idea was that it was supposed to be good against... maybe I should have subtletied that. I think I was supposed to subtlety that, low-key. The idea behind the Consuming Corruption is that it's good against the energy decks, and you were my first energy opponent. I think I should have subtletied that. I made a mistake. I was like, I don't want to pitch the Frog. I totally forgot I could pitch into Stupor, which is like part of the reason why it's in the list. Takes my counterspell. Kitsa. Must mean they're a flame deck. If they're a flame deck, I kind of don't want to deploy Frog. Oh. That's aggressive. I'm gonna put the subtlety on the bottom. This now gives me an opportunity for the Frog. What the Frog doing? Yo, Mr. Scales, thank you for the tier 1 in the 14 months. Frog. Oh, double Frog. Let's get a Swamp here, so I have double black for Shelly. Play Tef, bounce Kitsa. If it resolves. Spoilers, it does not. I also get the loot with Kitsa. I don't know if it's Kitsa or Kitsa, but this otter's kind of good. Only number 1-4. Ooh, Shelly. Well, I don't think I can pass up playing a Shelly here. I have another counterspell. They do. It's Pizza. Pizza. Otter. I would like my opponent to not have counterspell. That'd be cool. Or in this case, I don't want them to have Lightning Bolt. Or attack with this Ragavan, because if they attack with this Ragavan, then I'm gonna have to discard Psychic Frog. They have another Flame. I think they have another Flame. Alright, I'm dead. I'm not dead, but I'm dead. Pretty good. Alright. Spell Snare. It seems like this list is just bad against every other control list so far. Which makes sense. We're playing a lot of removal, even though we didn't draw any that game. I want this Cling. Cling might be okay. Let's take out Spell Pierce. I don't even know if I want Force Negation at all. Might just want like Celestial Purge instead. I definitely need the Cling, right? Maybe I want Surgical as well. I think I need to leave in the removal against this build of Wizards. They're going to be playing Kitsa and Ragavan. Sounds good. Frog into Frog. Tomato. Frog. Kitsa. Kitsa. I'm gonna attack with this Frog. So I can push something, plus play second Frog, and then bring on the following turn. I imagine they have Flame. I will discard 2 lands to kill this Kitsa. Push Delta second Frog, go. If I want to flame one of them, that's fine. I just didn't want them to have 2-mode Flame. Goodbye, Frog. I feel like they have Counterspell up. Oh, I have Counterspell up is what I meant to say. Sorry, I misspoke. I have Counterspell. Uno reverse card. And I made my land drop too. Yeah, maybe I could have paid 2. I guess I'm at 19, so paying 2, playing around Spell Pierce is probably pretty free. They could have Spell Snare though. Spell Snare I can't play around. Freaking... Dang it. I mean, this is fine, right? Now I tapped him out. Honestly, might be for the best. I think I start this turn with an attack. They could have Force Negation also. Okay, Ring resolves. I love that for me. Oh. The One Ring. 4 colorless mana. When this card resolves, win the game. I want Stern Scolding. I might actually want Stern Scolding. Now that I know they have Tameo too. I think it's too many Celestial Purges. Is that most 4 drops? Bloodbraid Elf exists. It's my best counter argument I got. Yeah, we'll crack some chests. See if we have any chests. Should. Alright, open 5. Wooded Foothills and a Tranquil Frillback. Conspiracy, Seagate Wreckage, Teferi's Puzzle Box. A full set. We did it. We opened a full set out of a random chest. This is on the Daybreak account. Can I redeem this? I don't know if that's redeemable. Thunder Junction. The Gate Rock monster. Probably not, right? That'd be cool if it was, though. Yeah, I might as well ask. Hell to pay? Hell to pay indeed. Alright. See what this opening hand looks like. You feel scammed, Darth? It's alright. Everybody's getting scammed. That's what this channel was built upon. Preordain, yep. Why didn't go live as many times as you? Derek, are you coming to Apex? This guy's two at the bottom, they missed their land drop. Oh, they didn't miss their land drop, they just had surveil land. Finn's Thundering Falls? Alright, they're not missing their land drops. Noted. I wonder if they have Moon. I guess I can go fetch Swamp in response. That's not great, though. You're missing some cards. If they come in time, you might. Alright, bet. Say less. Letting Tamio connect twice does not feel great. Especially since I think they have Flame. I don't know if I want this. I don't think I want this. Seems not good enough. Another Consuming Corruption, though. Now we're cooking. Alright, let's grab Swamp, and then we'll just go white, blue, black, Tef, and hope they don't counter it. Shocked Pikachu face when they counter it. Oh, they're just casting Flame. Silly opponent doesn't even flip Tamio. I think they dash Rockbond into Fairy. Wow. Huge dub for us. What's up, St. Nick? Psychic Frog. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Let's start on Consuming Corruption to play around Spell Pierce. And then I'm gonna play Frog after. If I play Ring, it just gets got by Spell Pierce. So I kinda didn't like playing Ring out here. A goal. Frog, go. Spell Snare. Sad. It's so hard to know if you're supposed to play around Spell Pierce or Spell Snare or Stern Scolding. Mental Misstep. Nobody plays that card though. It's time for that card to come back. The fixed version. It's not called Mental Misstep, I forget what it's called. They're leaving 3 mana up. I think we just pass with Consuming Corruption plus Spell Snare. Take out this Ragavan. They can invest a lot of resources in the Kraken Clue tokens, but I think if they're gonna do that, that's pretty okay for me. Consume. Consume thine Ragavan. Force negation. Yeah, I can't Spell Snare that. Got me Fatal Push. Another Tameo. I think I'm just supposed to snap push this Tameo. I think I'm in a really bad spot if they ever flip it. Snappy can trade with Ragavan if need be. If they have removal spell on the dash Ragavan, I guess I'm eating that. Murktide? Big Murktide 7/7. Ragavan. They have 3 mana left. Land to hold up Spell Pierce would be ideal. How about another hit Lord of the Rings card, the One Ring? Draws a card with a clue. Alright, hit Lord of the Rings card, the One Ring sticks. Therefore, it's only uphill from here. Maybe. I need a land drop, though. None of these are land drops. Uh-oh. Oops. Play Frog. Frog. Spell Pierce. Meet Spell Pierce. One, two, three, four, five. I think I'm eating 7 damage from this Murktide. Might be a mistake. Flame 5 damage. I had to discard 4 cards. I could discard these 4. Leave Shelly in my hand. I don't know if discarding Shelly's better or discarding everything but Ring. Kind of close. I think the Shelly's probably a little bit better. Gives me some active life gain. Hey, they have second flame, that's fine. Frog down. That's a flame that they're not spending on Shieldred. Alright, now I cross my fingers and hope they can't kill the Shelly for a turn. And go to 1. And then back up to 3. And then up to 11. Now what are you gonna do? Lightning bolt me? Lightning bolts me. One, two, three, four, five, 6. I don't have Nurborg out yet. My other swamp's in the graveyard too, so I have to shock if I want to have mana up. I guess I don't really need to have the mana up though. I'll go back up to 17. 17 seems like a healthy life total. Against the 7/7. Scoop. It's pretty good. I don't hate it. Honest Mulligan getting to 5 as well. Thanks, Ariok. I appreciate it. Always looking out for a homie, aren't you? This is a list that I found in the 5.0s actually, and then I kind of just changed it a little bit. Made a few adjustments here and there. Nothing too crazy though. I think I want to spell snare this instead of push it because I don't want them discarding a giant thing. But maybe pushing it was better. I don't have a counterspell. They do have Goryo's. Oh, they discarded Teferi. What? Excuse me, what now? Ah, I see. Naruhodo. This is fine. Maybe I'm supposed to discard all 3 of these. Oh, they're leaving me with a removal spell. Tight. Never mind. Scooped once they realized they left me with a removal spell. Alright, let's take Force Negation, Spell Snare, Surgical, Cling. Don't want Celestial Purge. Celestial Purge is okay against their frogs, I guess. I think Stern Scolding's good too. I don't want so many Fatal Pushes. I think I could trim like probably all the Fatal Pushes. No, let's leave a couple in for Frog. But I am bringing Celestial Purge for Frog. Maybe I don't even need Celestial Purge. Let's just not play Celestial Purge. How about that? So I gotta cut 3 cards here. Is it just the subtleties? Maybe subtleties not good. Yeah, let's cut the subtleties. This is a weird one. Alright. Workable. Let's put back Tef. It's just the subtleties. Ouch. I want to go Spell Snare here. And it's Jam Frog. Blue card. Not blue card. Save their Solitude. Just be Frog of their own. Frog on Frog violence. When will it end? Let's trade resources. Shall we? Three. Let's take this Atrox out of the equation. Psychic Frog, Solitude, Tainted Indulgence. So if I consuming, it gives it -3/-3. I could kill this frog right now. Alternatively, I just let this happen and I play another frog. I guess it deals 3 damage, doesn't give it -3/-3. Okay, this is fun. Alright, now I'm gonna kill it. Because if I want to protect it, then they have to discard their entire hand. So they're keeping another frog plus a solitude in hand. And I also have another frog in hand. Which is pretty funny. Plays land. Plays frog. Owl. Shelly. Yeah, they kind of just have to let me get a card here, which is nice. Oh, it's a ring. Frog fight. Second frog. Think if they surveil into a land, they probably keep it on top. I just salty one of my frogs. What the frog doing? You gotta get froggedly tough. Period. Does it look like legacy? More and more. This card is polluted delta. Land would be nice. Yeah, there's land. Grixis Frog with Jaggy. That was very similar to a list I was looking at earlier that I had played not so long ago. The Grixis Froxa list. I want to play this list again. It was pretty sweet when I played it. I think I back-to-back 4-1. I don't remember how the third league went, but yeah, I want to play more of that list. I'm a send with both. Halo Tractor. Why not Luris, streamer? Streamer, play Luris. Solitude Ephemerate, my frogs. Play Luris, streamer. Now, this is probably not a good turn to deploy the Shield Ridden with their Ephemerate coming off a rebound. This is dumb. What am I doing? Play the land first, Dongo. Okay, your turn. Almost -1 life. Classic Dongo. Yep, this is fine. This is all gravy. Even that's pretty gravy. What's happening? Oh, my one key stuck. No, my one key stuck. No, 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 no. Stop passing priority. Oh, what a disaster. I didn't get the fetch. This is fine. This is fine. We'll make do. What are we gonna get back? Frog. Alright. Oh. I can't block the Solitude because then they get back to Solitude. I only gotta clean my laptop keyboard. Yep, no blocks. It's a lot of lands. We'll make do. No, trust, Ariok, trust. See? We did it. Double push, triple counterspell, full house, pushes full of counterspells, mulligan. Shimata, this hand's not better. Alright, whatever. I got one land in Dream. Devour. How you doing, Grass? Little labby. With your standard 2-2 record. So the 2-2s make you appreciate the 5-0s a little bit more. How is this okay? I have played one land. I'm going to concede the game. I got to play one land. Uno Lando. I actually don't think Spellslinger's that good in this matchup. Thank you for being on the draw, I guess. I don't want to play with you anymore. Yeah, like, honestly, Ugin's Lab single-handedly making Talismans playable again is the craziest timeline. Making Trinisphere and Chalice and Talisman all playable again. What a world. Thanks, Watsy. I will buy more packs. Especially the Collector's Booster packs. Full of 15 foil cards and 1 chase card per pack. Commercial District. Today's the day we overload Break the Ice. Well, they started on Commercial District, so I'm not sure how accurate that's going to be. Shout out to me for fetching my white source, though. Honestly, I think I'd pay for this DB account. Actually, I can't get prizes. Nah, I wouldn't pay for it. Well, maybe. Nah, I wouldn't pay for it. If I could get prizes, I would. Consign. They've yet to show me a soul land. It's quite nice. Plus. Yeah, aside in all these break the ices, all these consigns, and my opponent's just like red-green tribal. I hope it's breach me. Oh, never mind. Got the answer. I found the answer. My Amrath. Minamo. I'll miss you, Minamo. Microspawn's so good. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, I gotta fix this one key, chat. It is stuck. Time to take it off and swap it, I guess. I guess I could just not use it. I don't know. This is the second time it happened. Oh, that sucks. One's in chat. I didn't even plus Teferi, that's right. I could skip through my entire turn. Well, that sucks. Def's dead. Never using the one key again. One key has only brought me despair. Integrated laptop keyboard. This is the last time you forsake me. That it didn't do that the entire Super League, and I was pushing 1 the entire Super League. Oh, it did it again. Oh. Oh, we need 1 key. Alright. I guess I just can't push it. That's fine. Keep playing with fire. I'm getting burned and be like, why is this fire still hot? I just touched it a moment ago and it was hot. I touched it again. Why is it still hot? That can't be right. My 1 key doesn't work. That's what's happening. Yeah, I wanted to lose, so I kept pushing the 1 key. Trying to figure out why it's stuck. Is this a valid reason for a bug report? I'll probably just refund the Gambo. Oh, look at that, chat. I'm not even pushing the key. Alright. I'm gonna refund the Gambo. Sorry about that non-match. But now we learned something very, very, very valuable. Don't push the 1 key. It keeps go. Okay, further developments.
Have you
Bing
peeked?
bong, bing bong, bing bing bong.
Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.